I heard of Trace Diaz from a couple of my colleagues in ministry in Norwalk. We were in a study group together and some service projects together, and they began asking me if I'd like to go on a spiritual formation weekend. The first weekend was interesting. It was refreshing because I made a point to not have anyone know on the weekend that I was a pastor. I just wanted to go incognito and have a time of spiritual refreshing and not have any expectation other than to be part of the weekend. And it was very refreshing, challenging, and encouraging. And I was really quite surprised at how ecumenical the group was, and yet the teachings and the theology was just generally applicable. It really focused on the commonalities within the family of God and frankly bridged a lot of the gaps and the differences. It's an incredible spiritual renewal and spiritual formation weekend that those who attend generally leave very refreshed and encouraged and energized to serve God and to serve their local church. It's a church builder, not a siphon or a detractor. The greatest distance in the world is 18 inches from head to heart, and it takes and transforms a lot of head knowledge people who grew up in church or went through catechism of one kind or another, and they might have gotten the information and the experience, but it never really penetrated their hearts. This is a weekend in which it's just like marinating a steak, it just seeps in and goes from head to heart, and then from heart to hands and feet when they get active. For someone who is interested but not sure, the encouragement I give them is there are some very wonderful surprises, and the community tries to just kind of not ruin the surprise for people. There's no secret handshake. There's no like the Skull and Bones Club up at Yale. There's none of that nonsense. It's just there are some really, really cool, encouraging, spirit-filled surprises. Again, not unlike a surprise birthday or anniversary party or something like that. I've been pastoring a long time, and I get two kinds of mail. I get the church growth mail, I get the build your church mail, and then I get the how to deal with burnout and discouragement mail. It's funny how those two work together. For pastors who maybe just spend a lot of time feeding and serving and caring for others, I recommend it just to go on that weekend for your own soul care and renewal. On the leadership side, I can't think of any greater resource to energize a Christian layperson into leadership and actual ministry than Trace Diaz. It really walks people from why am I here and what am I about, all the way through to, God is going to impact the world through me, and the only question is how.